tonight.
Yeah, notice I'm in my summer attire. And how are you girls in Townsville? Oh, they're muted. So hello, Attila.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'll just introduce everybody. So this Philippa's from, correct me if I'm wrong, Philippa, Normanton?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep. And Philippa is teaches some children on a cattle property. And then we have Naomi. You're from Townsville? Yep. Hello, Naomi. First time I've met you too. And there's Attila. Attila's in Sydney, so we're spread around a little bit. And then Beck's in Mareeba on the Atherton Tablelands. And he's also in Townsville. Yeah. So, so have you got a few more to come on, Attila?
Yes, I do have a couple of more ladies jumping on. They may will be late, and they're saying apology. So we just start, I think, at 7:30, and they will jump online.
So, yeah, we can. Yeah, great idea. So I'm just going to move you over here. Actually, I'll click on there and shrink that down. Ah, look at that. Okay, so Attila's going to do the first part, and talking about jumping on, I'm hoping Christine can jump on. She's just finished work at Serena and has a long drive back to Pinnacle. So I went, oh, a good opportunity to download Zoom on the mobile and tune in, because by the time she gets home it'll be all over. But if she doesn't get to do that, we'll catch up with Christine tomorrow night. So Christine has introduced Beck and Naomi, and then Naomi has introduced Tiffany. Tiffany, do you know Christine Greensall?
No.
Okay. So I'm just getting my facts right. So over to you, Attila.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just bear with me for 10 seconds until I bring up the masterclass slides. Thank you very much for introducing me, Lee, but no one has introduced yourself. So please let me introduce Lee Skeet from Proserpine. We have been working together for a number of years since we have jumped on this journey using essential oils as part of our health and wellness routine. And together we have been building a consumer network, a consumer and a consultant network of essential oil users and essential oil lovers all around the world. And thank you very much for jumping on our masterclass. This is the first of many. As Lee has mentioned, we are planning to do several masterclasses, and this is the very first one. I just need a couple of more seconds to bring up the masterclass slides.
So while you're doing that, Attila, okay, I wrote it out today. Where did I put it? Good question. So some of you have shared with me your with your top health challenges. So why is it, you don't have to answer these, I like to begin with the end in mind with everything that I do. So I have a couple of questions. So why is it important to you to address these, your top health challenges? And why is right now a good time to work on these? And what are the most important things you'd like to cover? So I've got a couple of things that the girls are looking at covering, Attila, and that's stress and emotional and less chemicals and yeah, a few things along that line. So, but that's pretty much going to be fine. So I've got those slides up if you want.
Yeah, I think it's sharing. I think if any of you could just respond back whether you can see you can see the slides. And I would like to ask you, Lee, to step forward, because somehow mine is not moving the slides forward. If you could do that for me, that would be much appreciated.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Perfect. So welcome.
Technology.
Yep. Excellent. I have taken the video off just in case, because sometimes it slows down the internet, and I wanted to make sure that the voice goes through. I hope that everyone understands me loud and clear. My background is Hungarian. I'm from Europe. Have been living in Australia over 10 years, but I still have got quite a thick accent. So sometimes people can have a bit of trouble understanding me. I hope that it won't be you tonight. What are essential oils? I'm not sure whether you have used essential oils, whether you had a little experience with essential oils already, or you are just getting started. You might be wondering what exactly are essential oils. So understanding what essential oils are, where they come from, and how they are made will help you to see why they are so useful and why they have been popular for centuries and for thousands of years, as a matter of fact. There is a lot of science involved in essential oils, but you don't have to be a chemist to understand what they are and how they work, because essential oils are just basic compounds found in nature. If you have got a bit of an education that we like to provide you through this masterclass, you can use essential oils safely, and you can experience the wonder of essential oils. What is the focus of the class this evening? So what are essential oils, how to use them, what is the doTERRA difference, why doTERRA is standing out among all of the other oils that are out there on the market. And Lee will cover 3 focus oils: the peppermint, the lavender, and tea tree. She will share a lot of recipes, a lot of DIYs, do it yourself, and a lot of useful tips and tricks, how she's using the oils and how she is basically utilizing them, and how they are part of her lifestyle. So please grab a pen and paper and just jot down whatever you feel that whatever information you would like to basically keep for yourself. So essential oils, they are natural, highly concentrated compounds found in the roots, in the bark, in the seeds and the flowers, or other areas of a plant. They are hidden in the roots, in the barks, in the seeds, and they cannot be seen with the naked eye. They are very natural. They are natural compounds, and they are found within the plant. They are very highly concentrated, which makes them very, very potent. They call essential oils. Now, you didn't know that. You may know this, but they call essential oils. They are essential for plants to survive and to defend themselves against.
Attila,
Yep.
Is your phone close to your laptop? Okay, that might be better, because mine, when I'm practicing at home, if my phone's too close, they yell and scream at each other.
Okay, all right. Hopefully it will be much better. So essential oils, they give a plant its aroma. They protect from harsh environment conditions and insects, and that basically play a role in the pollination of the plant. So from a scientific perspective, essential oils are referred to as volatile aromatic compounds. If you have a look at some of the videos that are out there on YouTube for doTERRA, a lot of times they're talking about volatile aromatic compounds. You might think that it holds a negative meaning. However, this is just refers to an essential oil's ability to change its state very, very quickly. Let's have a look at quickly the historical use of essential oils. Essential oils have been used for centuries for things like food preparation, aromatherapy, religious ceremonies, beauty treatment, healthcare practices, and so much more. And they are not a modern day fad, but they have been used ancient times in a variety of ways. Even though essential oils are very, very trendy nowadays, you may have got a neighbor who are already using essential oil for her headache, or for the husband to manage his being stressed, or just using it for mood management. And they are not a new trend. They were used by Egyptians in the ancient Greek. Hippocrates explored the aromatic use of plants, building on discoveries made by the early Egyptians. The ancient Romans often used the plants extracts for massage, for scented bath, and as a perfume as well. In India, the Ayurvedic medicine, a holistic healing system native to India, has developed over the span of 5,000 years, and includes the use of aromatic plants and compounds. The Chinese, they have used it for centuries. They have included the plant materials to promote health and wellness. And of course, the French, they were the first one who used the phrase aromatherapy back in the 19th century. So we are not talking about brand new trend, where even though they are trendy, they have been used for thousands of years. Since I was introduced first to essential oils around 7 years ago, they are part of our everyday life. I started using them just basically as a wellness routine in our very, very busy modern life. And we needed something that is simple, that is effective, that can be used on the go, and with a little bit of knowledge, with a little bit of education, with a bit of an empowerment, they can be very, very easy to use, but they can be very effective. Since then, we have been using for cooking to support gut health. That's a big thing for me. Gut health, it's always been a sensitive part of my body. That's what I need to focus on. So I use it to aid digestion, for hair and skin care, to support the immune system, for household cleaning, for neck and head tension. If I do have a headache, I go to use my lavender and my peppermint oil, and also for seasonal environmental discomfort. If you do have suffer from discomfort with seasonal threats, essential oils can be the way to go. If you ever need to support your immune system, essential oil can be an answer. They're working hand in hand with Western medicine. We are not anti-medicine. They are working hand in hand. But before someone goes to the medicine cabinet, if they have got a bit of a knowledge how to use the essential oils safely, they can be used as a first solution. And if it doesn't work, Western medicine can still basically be used. As mentioned, there are many benefits to using the essential oils, but I would like to talk about a little bit of the health benefits and the emotional benefits of essential oils a little bit more specifically. And do you remember when we talked about the chemical structure of the oils? The chemical makeup of each essential oil allows to provide specific benefits to the body. And because of the oils are so diverse, they can easily be used to maintain health, even for people with specific health concerns, those who are seeking specific health benefits, or even people who have experienced sensitivity. That's why the oils have become so popular for maintaining good health and maintaining vitality. And if it is very, very easy to tailor the essential oil experience to your own specific healthcare needs, instead of settling for a generic solution. The emotional benefits of essential oils can be calming, energizing, soothing, renewing, invigorating, and uplifting. For example, I love coffee, but I love the taste of the coffee, but I cannot drink too much coffee. I drink like 2-3 coffees a day. Because I'm sensitive to caffeine, or I cannot get a good night's sleep, and I just feel a little bit hyped up. So whenever I need a bit of an uplift, I like to use my blend of peppermint, of lemon, to put it in my diffuser or put it in my palm and take a couple of deep breaths, or when I jump in the car, when I need to drive for longer distances, and just to keep myself fresh. So they can be very, very versatile. What is the difference? What is a doTERRA difference? You need to know that there are a lot of different essential oils out there on the market, but and there is therapeutic grade, there is food grade, there are synthetic oils as well. But therapeutic oils in Australia, they are different from therapeutic oils in Europe, where I'm from, or therapeutic oils throughout Asia or in the States. They are not standardized. Organic oils, they call bio in Germany, for example, and organic is different in different countries. Different regulations are different. So the doTERRA oils are not only organically sourced, but doTERRA has created the oils which basically stand all of the mentioned quality, and they have created a worldwide standard which is called certified pure therapeutic grade, which stands for purity and which stands for efficacy. Let's have a look at where the essential oils they come from. As I mentioned, within the seeds, the bark, the flowers, the roots, the wood and the fruit of the plants, a variety of essential oils can be found. And while the idea of extracting essential oils from plant parts and using them for things like cooking, health, and aromatherapy might be a little bit foreign to some of you, these practices have actually been around for thousands of years. And people in several ancient civilizations discovered how useful plants and plant parts could be for everyday tasks. And just would like to talk just for a minute about how essential oils are made. There are plants, as you can see, a lavender field, and there is harvesting and there is distilling. With doTERRA, and the oils, they are coming from 50 different countries. The oil of bergamot, which not the oil of bergamot, but about sourcing, we will talk about a little bit more details in tomorrow's class. It comes from a region in Italy. Producing high-quality essential oils is a very detail-oriented process, and that starts with choosing the quality land, the soil, and the seeds. And growers must consider these factors, as well as the climate of the geographic location and the best time of the year to plant, and many more. So all of the oils, they are coming from different regions where they are in their indigenous environment. And the essential oils, once they are in its peak time, they need to be harvested. And after the plants, they have been carefully planted and maintained, they must be harvested at the optimal time to help preserve the delicate chemistry of the essential oils in the plant. And this is called peak time. And it does matter when you harvest the oil, because when you harvest it in its peak time, that's when you get the most potent essential oil. There are two types of extracting. There is the cold press expression for the citrus essential oils, and the steam distillation. When the oil is extracted, there are two goals of the essential oil testing. One of them is verifying the potency and the ensuring purity. With doTERRA essential oils and with the CTPG essential oils, you can make sure that the oils that you are purchasing or you are using today, and that the oils that you are using with your samples, they are always the same purity, and they represent the same efficacy that the oils that you are going to use in a year time or 2 years ago. Okay, so doTERRA guarantees the efficacy, and the purity of the essential oils. We are not going to talk about each and every testing, but the oils, once they are harvested and distilled, they go through 7 different types of testing to make sure that they are free of chemicals, and they are basically just represent the pure and adulterated essential oils. doTERRA has developed a botanical network, and doTERRA works over 40 countries. As a matter of fact, just around 50 countries. And doTERRA do not own their farm because they would like to harvest and distill and get their essential oils where it's the purest, where it's basically represents the highest quality. Okay, so doTERRA will never compromise on the quality of the essential oils. There is an initiation which is called, here you can see the doTERRA Botanical Network. So they are in every continent. In Australia, and we do have the eucalyptus oil and the tea tree oil. Lee will talk about the tea tree oil just in a few minutes. And through the doTERRA coin-pack sourcing, this is a beautiful initiation, which is including the Healing Hands Foundation, is very close to a lot of our heart, because doTERRA has developed the responsible sourcing and these responsible practices throughout the essential oil production process. And with this practice, doTERRA partners with growers and distillers around the world in hopes of offering fair payment and improving the quality of life through the coin-pack sourcing, which we will speak about this sourcing a little bit more details tomorrow. But now I pass on to Lee, who will be speaking about the exciting part of the today's masterclass, about how to use the essential oils and about the 3 essential oils that we're going to talk about today and that you're going to try today. Okay, so I pass it on to you, Lee.
Okay, thank you, Attila. So firstly, I'm going to have a look at, we'll just talk about how do I use essential oils. And I'll get you to next slide, please, Attila. So the 3 ways. Aromatic is through aroma, through smell. And a great way to do this is to put some in water in a spray bottle and mist over your carpet, your furniture, or other, in your linen cupboard's another great one. And over the next couple of nights, we'll share some oils that work best in those situations. Add a drop or 2 essential oils in your homemade surface cleaner, but also put a drop of oil in your hand and rub your palms together, because we're actually born with diffusers. And then if you cup your hands over your nose and inhale, it's a very powerful way of helping your respiratory system and your emotional system. Okay, next slide. Topical use is putting it on our skin, and the oils are in our bloodstream in 30 seconds. Some of the most beneficial areas are to apply them on our neck, usually the back of our neck, our forehead and temples, on our chest or abdomen, arms, legs, and the bottom of the feet. The bottom of the feet are where we have our largest pores, but that also in reflexology relates to a whole different organs and parts of your body. I usually say tune into your body, and where it needs some love, then apply that oil there, because when it's emotional issues, I'll often apply it over my heart or on just as my rib cage ends in my solar plexus. There's where I get a lot of my attention. So caution, don't apply it to sensitive areas. So, facial, like the skin around your eyes, inner ears, or any broken or injured skin. And I always recommend that we dilute the oils with some fractionated coconut oil, because they are really powerful, and we'll learn that when we experience the peppermint. Next slide, please, Attila. Topical is also, I do love to add it to my bath. very calming, but it can also help detox with physical toxins, but also emotional toxins, take them out of us. I make a hot or a cold compress by soaking a cloth in water and adding a couple of drops of oil. And I love to do this to the soles of my feet when I've been standing up all day. Let's say you had a stall at the show, or you've taken the kids to the show and you've walked a million miles and your feet needed some love. A compress on them is great. Mix a few drops. Oops, too quick. So internal use with essential oils is great to put some in a veggie cap or a gelatine capsule, which you can get from the chemist, and swallow. And we usually do that with thinking of the right terminology. I'm going to be naughty and call it the flu bomb or a pain bomb. I also add essential oil to my glass of water or my litre bottle of water, add them to my smoothie and my cups of tea. And often at night time, I will make a beverage, a warm beverage with a bit of oil in it, so like a nightcap. And always putting essential oils in some yogurt or applesauce. It's pretty yummy. Next slide. And I asked these questions earlier on. What are the top 3 health challenges or needs for you and your family? So I'd like, as we go through these oils over the next 3 nights, to tune into your ailments or your challenges, but tune into the oils and then let us know which oils. At the end of each night, we'll have a bit of question time. So if you found it, one of the oils we discussed is going to help you with your ailment, please let us know. And next slide. So first is peppermint. So I'd like you to get, just put me back on here. So what I'd like you to do is find a little peppermint oil and take a drop of it and put that on your hand, and then take just a smidgen of that drop and put on your tongue, and then breathe in with your mouth open, because 1 drop of peppermint oil is like 28 cups of peppermint tea. And this will just show you how powerful the oils are, how potent they are, and why I recommend diluting them all the time. Then with the rest of it, if you rub your hands together and then just put it over your nose and mouth and breathe in, and then you can feel it go into your lungs. And then with what's left over, I love to, if I've got a headache, go up through here. Otherwise, in warmer weather, I rub it on the back of my neck to help me cool down. So peppermint is great for supporting healthy breathing, and I'll dilute it with the fractionated coconut oil and place under my nose to support open airways. I mentioned before about the hot feet fix, and adding peppermint is great because it's all about circulation. And then summertime, I have a spray bottle, a 4-6 ounce spray bottle with water and a bit of peppermint in it. And my son plays a lot of sport, but also motorbike rides. So that's a great way to cool him down, plus us, the audience, while we're attending those sports. Next slide, Attila. So those times when your throat's a bit sore or you're a bit concerned about your odour of your breath, put a drop of peppermint and lemon in your water and give your mouth a rinse, and it freshens up your mouth. But I also, this is my office water bottle, and I put a drop of each of those in it, and so I'm consuming both of those during the day as I drink my water. Take a big breath with a little, even just out of the top of your bottle, and it helps invigorate the lungs, but also helps with alertness. A lot of teachers will diffuse a peppermint during exam time to help with focus. If you're stressed, apply to your neck and forehead with some lavender, and that helps relieve tension and pressure. Also, when I've been doing many days of study or learning and my brain won't slow down, I'll often put some peppermint on my hand and just run it through my head, and that helps cool the brain down, and then it can switch off and I can sleep. Peppermint is great for circulation, so putting it on your joints and muscles before exercise, but also if you've injured yourself, putting it on can help just cool that down, take that inflammation out. Next slide, please, Attila. Tummy calmer. It is brilliant to rub on your tummy. If I've eaten something and have a belly full of wind, I will rub the peppermint on my tummy. I will take a drop. I love to put in different shakes, and doTERRA has a trim shake which helps with weight management, and it's a great way to the other thing it helps with is helping us to feel full. That's what satiety means. So those times when you go, oh, you know, I want a whole bunch of junk food because I'm hungry, but you're trying to be strong, have a drop of peppermint in water or just put a little bit on your tongue, and it'll help control your appetite. And out on the open road, I use it. I inhale it, put a little bit on my clothing, or once again in my water bottle to help me stay alert for long drives and nighttime drives. Next slide. And before your next workout, because it's great for circulation, just inhale your inhale straight from the bottle, but then also after your workout, put a little bit of shampoo, just helps cool you down. But also if you have psoriasis on your scalp, different natural therapists will often recommend peppermint shampoo. So that's another great reason for putting peppermint in your shampoo. Those times when you need to pull a late shift and you think, oh, I better have a Snickers or something to help me stay there, especially if you're studying, a little bit of peppermint will help keep you going. And that's also great with kids doing their homework and helps us to unblock if we have a writer's block or the kids are having a mental block on study. You spritz them, and because yep, no, that's in the next slide. Okay, Tilla. Oh yes, adding it to all things chocolate. So what I'm going to do is share my screen rather than go to there, and I'll just show you. Oh, okay, well somebody else is there. Okay, we'll do it a bit different because I'm also aware of the time. So if you all take a note or take a photo, if you go to doTERRA.com.au, on the top right-hand side of the screen is our advocates, and when you open that up, you'll see across the left there's blog, and under blog there is both food recipes but also DIY recipes. Some of the ones that I was going to show you is the chopped mint maca smoothie, but also the whipped peppermint foot cream, a natural garden spray, because peppermint is great out in the garden. It's great for keeping mice away and the cockroaches away and spiders. But also I love to add some Epsom salts to the bath water, and if I need stimulating and uplifting, I'll put a drop or two of peppermint in. But just make sure it's mixed around. Usually add it with the salt, because otherwise it can be a little bit too exciting if your delicate bits land on the peppermint oil. Next slide, please, Attila. Okay, peppermint is the oil of the buoyant heart. So those days when you've just had a bit too much with the kids and their activities, or yesterday was a big day and you don't want to get started today, that's when I will put peppermint on the soles of my feet, inhale some, and that's usually before I even get out of bed, and it just helps to get the body, invigorates everything going, and it just helps to lift our feelings up from feeling discouraged. But also, if those pains are occurring quite often, they're actually your teacher. And I do a lot of work, or both doTERRA and I do a lot of work using the oils to help with different emotions. Okay, next slide. And our next oil is lavender. So if you can find your little sample and grab your lavender, what I'd like you to do is, just put a little bit on your wrist. I love to also put on my ears. I just love, because that's where another spot for reflexology points. Take a lavender bath. That is just magic because it's ultra relaxing. And lavender is the oil of communication, as we'll have a look in a little while. So by taking a bath, you're communicating with yourself. That's some of the most precious things you can do in the world, is spend a little bit of time with yourself, and it's great to do it in the bathtub. After a hard day of workout or a long day at work, rub lavender along with some lemongrass on your feet and on your legs, and it just soothes those crabby, cranky nerves. Take the acid out of the vinegar, because I love using vinegar and lots of things, but I don't always like the smell. So I add some drops of lavender to the vinegar for cleaning. But also I'll often put vinegar in with my clothes washing, because that's a great softener. And once again, add a bit of lavender in to counteract the perfume. So for a quick fix, mix 3 parts of fractionated coconut oil and 1 part of lavender essential oil in a spray bottle, or roll on to keep your skin, to clear up any skin irritations associated with chafing, because lavender is for all things calming. So when, some of you have got little kids, if you go, what's this situation? Does this situation need calming? So whether it's emotions, it's behaviour, sunburn, or insect bites, if you go calming, then use your lavender. Next slide, please, doTERRA. Yeah, bring on the Z's. I bet you didn't know that putting that on the soles of your feet is often the best way to bring about sleep. And it's a special way to connect with your kids, just rubbing it on their feet. Sprinkle a mix 1 cup of baking soda and 10 drops of lavender oil. I have them in a bottle with holes in the lid, and I can put that over the mattress and then let it sit for an hour and then vacuum it off. Sometimes I use different oils for that. That just helps freshen up the mattress, but I'll often do that with the carpet. Yes, just to be hooked on lavender and chilling out. So I mentioned before about when it's hot, if you've burnt yourself, apply the lavender. The oatmeal secret. So fill a baby jar with oatmeal and add 5 to 8 drops of lavender. And when it's time to wash your face, put some water into that, and then you've got your a natural scrub, and a little bit goes a long, long way. And I mentioned that lavender's calming, so it helps with anything that's going on in your face and your skin. A lot of people love to put lavender on their pillow, especially with restless toddlers, and that helps them to go to sleep, but also to stay asleep. One of my big moments why I love doing what I do, this early in my time with doTERRA, this lady had 2 little kids, both at school, and they hadn't slept more than 3 hours a night in their entire lives. And by using the lavender, they all slept right through the night, and she thought she'd won lotto. Okay, next slide.
Oops. Yep.
And in amongst those recipes on the doTERRA.com.au under the blog is lavender scones. So lavender's great in all sorts of things. And ice cream. If you soften your 3 litres of ice cream, add 1 drop of lavender, mix that through, and then freeze your ice cream again. that's a great knockout for the kids as well. Once again, because it's soothing, add it to the aftershave to lessen the redness and any razor burn. And for teething and dry skin and chapped lips and different scrapes and abrasions, and after too much sun is a great time to use the lavender. I love to use it on my temples and the back of my neck when I'm feeling anxious or stressed, because it calms me down but also promotes mental clarity. It just helps the brain to work better. And it's a favourite of mums with little bubs, using it on the bubs, but also on mum during pregnancy. You know, our tummies often get a bit itchy as they're getting a little bit stretched, and lavender's great for that. But also therapeutic dish and laundry soap. It helps if your liquid soap smells a bit flat, as Castile soap can do. Adding some lavender to that is just makes it so yummy. Okay, next. And as I mentioned, it's oil of communication and also calm, and it supports us to release tension and constriction that comes from withholding our expressions. And that may come about because of different things that have happened in the past where we feel unsafe or fearful about speaking out or expressing ourselves. And then those grow into feeling unlovable or unimportant or unheard. And the lavender helps us to, with emotional honesty, and insist that we speak up our innermost thoughts. And it's great that it helps us to come from a place of love rather than from attacking. And so it is really magical. But it also helps us communicate with what's going on in us as well. So sometimes people with pain are drawn to lavender because it helps them understand and what's really going on in their body. Yes, Attila. Tea tree. Tea tree is one of my favourites. It's just magic. Great for after razor burn, and mix it with the fractionated coconut oil and make a great moisturiser. And it's great for all things skin eruptions. It gets on top of those quite quickly. And to mix it, that's actually a magic trio. The tea tree, lavender and frankincense is just magic from a whole bunch of angles. Add on to your lotion, so help soothe your skin by placing 1 drop of tea tree essential oil in your moisturiser during your morning and night skin routine, and just apply to the different blemishes that happen. As a bathroom cleaner, 10 drops of tea tree and half a cup of baking soda and 1/4 cup of vinegar, and it's great for cleaning the shower but also the toilet. And add a couple of drops of tea tree to your laundry to get rid of any musty smells. Yeah, especially when it's that rainy season and our laundry takes a while to dry. That's actually a bacteria that makes that yucky smell, and this will help kill that off. Okay, Tilla, next slide. Homemade baby wipes. Oh, I love these things. I'll give you, there's another recipe. No, maybe not. Cut a paper towel roll in half and place it in a storage container. Add 2 cups of warm water, 2 teaspoons of the fractionated coconut oil, and 3 drops of tea tree and lavender. And so when the liquid is absorbed, remove that cardboard roll, and I call them my BB wipes, so baby and bottom and bench and body. If you're out camping, there's not much water around, but also I use them on my dog for different things. It's just so handy for all sorts of things. I often carry them in the car, and if I'm somewhere and I can't wash my hands before I eat, I will use those. And then also when tea tree is great for removing permanent marker from your skin, but also off the walls. baby bottom remedy mixed with some coconut oil and lavender and frankincense to make a diaper paste for your baby's irritated skin. There it comes up again, tea tree, lavender, frankincense. Too much fun in the sun. Actually, lavender and the tea tree are great together for after sun, and there's one of the recipes in that blog area is for after sun spray. Sleep Fit. I love to spray it on my sheets just to, I don't know, just makes them feel extra fresh. Great for hikers. If you have that in your pack when you're off the beaten track, it's a great cleansing agent. If you've scraped yourself or you're out fishing and you get spiked by one of the spikes on the fish, bit of tea tree and it's not going to get affected. Okay, next, please, Attila. And learn from the past. Historically, tea tree is known as Australia's miracle essential oil, and it was used as a cleanser for the face and to deal with periodic pain and also toenail challenges. Boost your immune function by rubbing it on the bottom of your feet or diffusing it. And you can combine that with the protective blend or On Guard that we'll talk about later in tomorrow. And chemical-free cleaning. Dilute 8 to 10 drops with water in a spray bottle to clean around the house. And it's great, especially in those damp areas, like in the bathroom. But also after Cyclone Debbie went through, we didn't get any black mold because I'm always diffusing essential oils. And for athletes on their feet and toenails, especially if they're spending a lot of time in joggers, but also if they're showering or swimming or just being in public areas. And Healthy Happy You, massage on the bottoms of your feet and chest area to promote overall health during winter. For occasional skin irritations, apply tea tree directly to the skin, but dilute it. Tea tree is one I can use neat, but lots of times it's good to dilute it, especially with children. We'll put some of that dilution rate up somewhere along the line. It's oil of energetic boundaries. So I'm a sensitive. I pick up on other people's emotions. I can go out feeling happy and confident and then feel all rattled. And it took me a long time to work out what was wrong. But it's not wrong. It's actually a gift. So what I do is now tea tree on my hand. I put it on the back of my neck, front of my neck, all the way down to and around my tummy, my belly button, so all the way up, and that just creates an energetic barrier. So I can still tune into what's going on with people, but it's not coming in and affecting me. And it releases codependent and parasitic relationships of people, microorganisms, but also spiritual energies. Encourages connections to people and beings that actually honour it, where we honour each other. And that should be respect, not repeat. So where we honour and respect each other. And encourages relinquishing of all forms of self-betrayal, including taking advantage of one's time, energy, talents, or letting others feed on one's energy. So it encourages us or our children to actually stand up for themselves. So that's why it's, one of my favourite oils, but then it's a bit like choosing your favourite child. I have a whole box full of favourite children. And next slide. So tomorrow we're going to have a little bit more of a look at the Healing Hands Foundation and co-impact sourcing. So doTERRA is way more than just an essential oil company, and we'll show you a little bit more about that tomorrow. And the oils you have for tomorrow are frankincense, lemon, and On Guard. So we'll experience those, but we'll talk a bit about oregano because it's in the top 10. Why we didn't send it out is it's a hot oil, and I love it. It's one of my favourites as well, but definitely I can put it straight on my feet, but I have to dilute it here. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. But also recipes. And so if you go to doTERRA.com.au, and there's 4 tabs across the top. Have a look under our advocates, and then on the left-hand side of that is blog. Have a look at the amazing recipes, DIYs in there.
Regarding recipes, just one thing that I would like to mention, that we have basically put all these recipes together for you in a document that we will be sending out following this this online masterclass, today's masterclass. So you will have it straight in your inbox. All you need to do is to share your email address with us, with Lee, or with the person who invited you to the online masterclass, and you will receive the peppermint, the tea tree, and also the lavender recipes that we have just shared. Also a couple of videos that you can watch, and there's some fantastic videos about testimonials and some experiences about these oils.
Fabulous. And I think the next slide says questions, and so please ask any questions that have come up. So of the 3 oils we've covered tonight, can you see where they can help some of your top health challenges? Do you actually?
Lee, I've used that lavender when I've had a sore throat. I've used that on my throat. It was in the book.
Yeah.
In that Essentials of the Earth. So whenever I get the flu and stuff, or a cold type symptom and get a bit of a sore throat, I rub some of the lavender on my throat, and it clears it right up. And the tea tree is awesome for jock rot.
We learned too much about your personal life, Christine. But thank you for being comfortable to share, and thank you for getting on. That's awesome with all your driving you've done tonight.
Oh, I've only just gotten home, and I dropped out. I missed the first 10 minutes, and then I dropped out right on the lavender bit, and all I caught was, "It's a great scrub." I'm like, damn it, I freaking missed that one. So, yeah, just not happy.
Also, for ladies, and especially Pip, that's a great book to have in your collection from our discussion the other day. So,
it's the best book.
Pardon, Christine?
It's the best book ever. I use that book all the time.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Emotions and Essential Oils, and you can get it from au.aromatools.com. And I think this one is also available from there. That's a magic little book as well. Take a, what do you call it? Screenshot if you want to, a photo.
I can send it to you, Becky.
Yep. So did any of the oils, how we suggested to use them, can you see where they will help? You can either, I've opened up the chat, the top where you can type it in, or if you're comfortable speaking up, because we're all family here. We know all Christine's secrets, so nothing's, what do you call it?
Nothing sacred.
That's the words. Thanks, Christine. Nothing sacred.
It was very interesting. Thank you. To learn more of the benefits of them. I had a basic idea of what they were used for, but that's just opened a whole new ballpark.
Yahoo!
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. And
where do you? Oh,
yep,
sorry, Lee.
Right.
Where do you find all this stuff out from? I just have obviously the basic knowledge from my big Modern Essentials Bible that I have. But do you do a lot of online research and everything as well? And
I've been playing with oils for 3.5 years, with doTERRA oils for 3.5 years, others before that, and Attila longer. And it just comes from learning. Those slides from tonight, I've got them as 100. Yeah, there's basically 10 oils in that kit, and there's 15 uses for each one. So we'll get that information out to you as well, because that just and if you all tune into the group Christine's people, including Tiffany and Pip, if you tune into Natural Solutions group, and I'll send you the link for it, and that's where we'll post where a lot of the goodies come up. We just little snippets that we put up, different things we learn, we put up there as well. But also that's a great place to ask questions. So, because, lots of times the information's not relevant to us until it's a situation we're confronted with. And so it may have been discussed in there ages back, but just always ask again. So always, there's no such thing as a silly question. The only silly questions are the ones that aren't asked.
I ask Lee silly questions all the time.
Yeah, but I do that with your area of expertise as well, so it's good. Okay, any more questions?
No, I'll have to go rub the lavender on my 4-year-old's feet.
Yeah.
It'll work wonders with Ryland, Becky.
Yeah.
What I love about that is you're physically and emotionally connecting as well while you're massaging it on them or even rubbing it on their back. And that was a very special time. My son's now 6'3" and 16, but that was a very special time we had just in that connection all the way along. Just love it because they grow up too quick. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow night. And so what are the 3 oils for tomorrow night? Frankincense, lemon, and On Guard. So On Guard will be the oil plus the toothpaste. So we'll see.
Toothpaste is so good.
You're going to be on tomorrow night, Christine?
Yeah, not on Thursday.
Oh, blast. I was going to get you to co-host with me on Thursday, but tomorrow you can tell us all about your toothpaste, if you would, please.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. And I can tell you about oregano and cold sores too.
Great. We look forward to that. Okay, we'll see you all tomorrow night.
See you. Thanks, Lee.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow night, everybody.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Lee.
You're patiently waiting too. I think
that was fantastic. Well done. Well done.
Well done, you.
No, well done, you. You were fantastic. I loved all the. Look, there is a lot of value, which is great. There is a lot of information as well, but a lot of value, a lot of recipes, a lot of ideas, which is great. So the idea is to shoot as much information as we can, as many recipes to open up their eyes. So as I could sense, some of them is already using the oils, but that's fine. We had 8 participants on the call, which is excellent. So what I would like to do is just to do a follow-up email for thank you for joining on tonight's call. As mentioned, here are all the recipes that we have shared with you this evening. If you didn't have a chance to jot down or if we were too quick. And also a couple of videos. There are a few great videos that was recorded on the annual convention. One of them is when the doctors are talking. I know that we have to be compliant, but on a call like this, I don't think we're gonna get in any trouble if we speak honestly and how the oils helped without being compliant, if you get what I mean, Australian compliant. So just there are a couple of YouTube videos How should we do the follow-up email? Do you want me to send you these things, and after you will send it through to Christine, or Christine? I just would like to send it out tonight, this evening, while they are, still interested and still hyped up from the class.
Yep.
In the next hour or so. So how do you want me to do that? Just to send you quickly, basically the attachment and a couple of YouTube videos that I thought that would be useful, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, because I only have, for 3 of those girls, I think I only have their messenger, not their email, but still if I give them, if I quickly message them and go, can I have your emails, then that will be good.
Okay.
One question here. Tiffany, didn't want to ask in the class, but I get really bad headaches when I smell lavender. I thought it could be just the unpure oil, so I tried smelling lavender tonight, but it's giving me a headache. Is this common? My mum is the same. I know I've heard of people.
Yeah, that could be just a reaction. That could be a reaction that how your body responds to it. I know that I heard some other people that they're not getting strong headache, but some people just can't stand the oils. I'm not sure whether that could be an emotional trigger that the lavender triggers, and basically that's how she responds. I'm not sure.
And then ones that react strongly to the odors of the oils, I'm presuming that they have a candida issue, and it's actually the candida that's going, no, you're going to kill me off if you keep smelling that stuff or using that stuff. So because most people can't stand synthetic smells, but I was a bit surprised with people that can't handle what do you call them, natural smells. Yeah.
So there are other oils that she could use for calming, such as lemongrass and marjoram and Roman chamomile. Those oils, if she's looking for a calming oil, and basically.
Yeah, I know of some people that have said they had a lavender allergy, but after they've used the oils for 3 months or 6 months, they find that then they're okay with the lavender. So if I just go, hey, that's okay, I've heard of that before, and then sometimes down the track they can use it. So it's just all okay. So if I get their email address, and then we'll get that out. So have you got that recipe book already put together?
Yeah, we got this put together. So yeah, it's a follow-up, because I'm not sure everyone can, write quickly or very quick, like they need to write it quickly. So we've just put it together. So all these recipes, they're put together, so they're ready to be sent out.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Look, I haven't had a chance to put tomorrow's together yet, but I will work on it, and I will get it done. So
sure you got time, because I can fit in a fair amount tomorrow.
Look, I'm working from home tomorrow, which means that I can spend quite a bit of time on this one. So that's okay. That's okay.
Okay. So I should work on Thursdays.
Yes, if you could do that, would be great, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. All right. I don't know if you have had dinner yet. I haven't, so I'm going to have a good dinner, and after that, I send you the email straight away.
Okay, that will give them time to get back to me. Great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Great
Thanks,
work.
mate. See you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.